far away. On and on we chase the moonlight, dancing through another fading dawn. Broken, we're fighting for love. Below the shadow of the night, we come alive. Out of the sun, live and we die on the run. Under the darkness of the night, we come alive. Call out your name, wander the ends of the earth. Closer, further than ever. There's holes in my heart, in my head. I've waited a lifetime. We could walk the streets forever, never hear the siren song above. If only believing in love. Below the shadow of the night, we come alive. Out of the sun, live and we die on the run. Under the darkness of the night, we come alive. Call out your name, wander the ends of the Below the shadow of the night, we come alive. Out of the sun, live and we die on the run. Under the darkness of the night, we come alive. Call out your name, wander the ends of the earth. You could be living out your fantasy, laying under the stars alone with all your dreams. Whatever you want, make it reality. You could be, you could be, you could be, you could be, you could be mine. Oh, mine. If only, if only, if only you could be, you could be
welcome back to the Synthwave Hangout, episode number 36. I know they say this every time, but I still cannot believe it that we were already this far in. I am Memory Design.
And I am Woren from Woren.
And one day
that's never going to get old.
And one day we will get that transition silky smooth, like like a pro radio show where you just pop in and it's like, hey, this is Memory Design, and I'm Woren from Woren, and we're here at the Synthwave Breakfast Festival or whatever the heck we're wherever we're at.
I think next time I'm just going to be like, hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? We just get on and it's just like, hey. Anyways, here's tunes. We just start playing. Wow, dude. The chat
brothers and I have been doing that.
Go on.
I was gonna say my brothers and I have done that like our whole lives. Like whenever somebody's walking by that we don't know, like you're just in public, kind of walking around.
Yeah.
And as you pass somebody, you just go, "Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?"
You just lower your, "Hey, how you doing?" I don't know why we're a bunch of idiots, but we've always done that.
Yeah, I've done stuff like that as well. So it is very. This is why we're good friends, right?
Like, hey, how you doing? You all right?
Is everything going okay? Man, the chat is popping off today.
I know what is happening.
I don't know what is happening. Everybody must know it's your birthday coming up very soon.
That is true. It is.
So
I turned 21.
21, finally.
Yep, that's right.
You have to send me photos from your first drink ever. And that will be
for sure, no problem.
And
me like laying face down on like the concrete.
Right. Just outside of a bar, and like it's a video, and they're like, he just smelled the alcohol, and you're just like passed out.
Hey, first drink. Yeah, first drink. I'm like,
first exposure to liquor, and that's it. But man, there's so many people to go over. This crown thing, I know we talked about this before, but this like crown battle thing, I'm loving this. This is
it's hilarious.
A whole new thing to keep the chat interesting. So whoever came up with that, props to you on that. So who's the winner right now? We got Nick, I think, is the Nick Rickson's the current winner.
I think Nick and Daniel are battling
it back and forth. So, we will definitely see who wins on that. Yeah, but it's nice to see everybody in the chat. I mean, there's 22 people I'm seeing right now, which is bananas. But
crazy.
But anyways,
dude, that first block was hype, dude.
Yeah. Well, I thought it started out kind of strong. When we do these friendship shows, like if for people that haven't been here the last couple weeks or whatever, we're taking like a small vacation, because we're both very very busy.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, Daniel Quasar just gave a $10 thing. Happy birthday, Dad.
No problem, son. Thanks for saying
problem. It. No problem. You've made us proud. We're taking a small vacation from guests and stuff, just because we're both so busy. Doing a guest show and setting up a guest show takes significantly more time, and getting on before, days before, and doing checks and all sorts of stuff. And so, but we're coming up,
and we kind of just miss doing the show, just the two of us.
Yeah.
So so I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, but we are getting back in the saddle with guests coming up very, very soon.
Yes.
And we'll be announcing that coming up, and we're getting that going. A lot of shows, I think, do this kind of stuff. Who was it we were just talking with? Oh yeah, State of Synth actually takes off the summer, right? Or something like that. They take some months off.
I'm not sure. I mean,
yeah, I know. I don't believe they do their show live, though. It's like a pre-recorded thing, right? Like they set it up beforehand and they schedule interviews and this kind of thing. So, that would be interesting. But I think the live aspect of like what we do is kind of what makes it entertaining and fun.
Yeah.
And
Brendan, hold on, Brendan. If you need to be on the show again, if you want to be on the show, just ask.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like a lot of people. I've heard anyways, I've talked to some people that have talked about being on the show and, how do I do this or whatever. Anybody can be on, really. You just have to ask, that kind of thing.
This is one of us up.
This is not something where we're like gatekeeping guests or something and like wait to be chosen or whatever. Just
for sure. Yeah. If you ever want to be on the show, just ask and I can, see what's going on with the, schedule and all that other stuff.
Yeah, just hit up Dominic because he does all of the booking. So hit up
don't hit me.
Right. Strike Woren as hard as you can, and that's how you get on the show. But yeah, just hit him up on Instagram at Neon Woren, or on Discord, or I don't know what else you use. That's basically it, right? Facebook, maybe. Do you even have a Facebook still?
I don't use Facebook. I do use Facebook, but I don't. I have a Facebook. I don't use it ever.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
I'm just not a big social media person. You know that, like.
Yeah, no, it's so funny. I was talking about this with my friend the other day. Like, before Memory Design started, I had a Facebook account from like 13 or something that I barely kept up. And then when I got into doing this, I was like, oh God, I have to make up for 10 years of being like off the grid. And now, you know,
the dust off of it.
Now I'm like waking up and the first thing I do is look at Instagram, and then I'm like hitting people back, and I'm like, oh, this is what's happening. Like, this is what normal people, I guess, do every day now. But it's different with music stuff, I guess.
It's strange. Yeah, it's really strange because I'll wake up to like there'll be messages, just message after message, and I'm like trying to catch up. My eyes are like, I'm like, oh, I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, okay, ha ha ha, LOL.
Right.
You know, stuff like that.
And one thing I hate too is like I hate leaving people on read or seen, depending on what you're using, you know, because I feel like that's rude. Even, I mean, you can do it for a little bit or whatever, but I'll wake up and look at messages and then be like, oh God, I need to remember to answer everyone when I wake up. So
yeah, I'm terrible about it too, because like I'll see it and then I'll be like, oh, I'll get back to that, and then like the kids will need stuff, and then I'll start cleaning, and then it'll be hours later. I'm like, crap. I'm like, here we go. Well,
I'm just, you know, it's so hard. I always say this, to watch the chat and pay attention and look at this madness going on here.
Oh yeah,
so
there's a bunch of people in here now.
Yeah, Eric just popped in. Eric Powell, Synth Fellow Hawk, Drumwave, Saturday AM, Oxter is here. Yeah, I think he came in before. This is off the charts. This is bananas. So welcome everybody.
Yeah, wonderful.
We really appreciate you all being here.
Everyone. It is great to see everybody. I'm glad everybody's here with us.
Yeah, Saturday AM said Facebook Marketplace, the best use case for that platform. I agree. That is a very useful thing. Oh, Car just popped in? This is crazy.
Car.
It's like everyone who pops in, I don't have a song on the list for today. No, that's not totally true. No, that's not totally true. We got to do one show that's just like a marathon show that's like 5 hours where like I hit everybody that's going on, you know, like that kind of a thing.
That's easy. We could easily do that.
No, we could. We just have to find the time. It's going to be during the school year thing, I think, or something like that.
You're gonna come back from the break or whatever, and then you'll be like, "Hey, Dom, you there?" And I'm like,
right,
sleeping. Like, oh, I'm here. I'm like, hello.
Right, I'm like hitting a Pashong at like 3 a.m. in Korea and being like, "You're on the show right now." Dominic's out.
just air horns the whole time.
Right, just gets on as a surly and swearing at everybody, and I'm like, "This is what I wanted. This is why I asked you." Oh, see, we got Nacho in here. Nacho Wave is in here. Somebody else popped in. I saw. I don't know. It's too hard to hit everyone.
More. There's a bunch.
Future Past Radio.
Future Past Radio. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, big fan of him.
Oh man, how was your weekend?
It was okay. As you know, I've got a house guest right now, so it's been kind of nice because it gives you an excuse to not do your normal life. You know, it's like, guest, we better go out to eat, or you know, we have a guest, you know. I better, you know, chill with this person and change my normal routine. So that's been kind of nice. I think there's some stuff I'll keep from this. And, you know, we do, my buddy that's here, we do music stuff. And we have all these grand plans, right? Before he came, it's like, all right, you know, so we're going to get all this mixing done and do this kind of stuff. And there's been a lot of sitting around and playing games happening. You know what's like visiting
funny
people.
I have been playing games for the first time in a while myself as well. Like I've been like kind of like just picking up a game here and there. I've been playing a lot of Hades 1 and 2.
Never heard of it.
It's excellent games. Probably one of the best roguelike games. Like it's one of those games where you go through and you try to beat it, and then when you die in the game, you come back and then you have like the resources. And then you can like upgrade your character and the weapons and stuff like that as you go. So like the more you play it, the stronger you get, kind of thing.
I've always been lukewarm on rogue games. Diablo's that style of game, right?
No. Diablo is straight up one of those. It's just like an I guess you would call it an ARPG.
Oh, okay.
See, an action RPG.
I don't know what I'm talking about. That's the problem. Is I'm not really a gamer.
Okay.
I'm the biggest.
Okay.
I'm a
I'll
gamer.
learn you. Don't worry about it.
I'm a gamer in the sense where like if you were playing a cooperative game that we could both play, I'd be down, but I never solo game.
Hey, I keep saying it, man. We got to play Grounded.
Yeah, we could do that. There's a few games that I'd want to play, but
You know what? When Dave answers like that means it's not going to happen. Just
no,
give you a heads up.
it's not going to happen. But
not going to happen.
I love leading you on that we might do something other than this in the summer.
Dave hesitates and goes, "Yeah, we could do that.
I might do that, or
Maybe I don't know. No,
it's either play the game or go to the dentist. One or the other. Those are my options.
yeah, either hang out with you or do anything else.
Or do anything else. That's right. So okay. Let's. Do you got anything else? If not, let's move on to the next track. I want to keep it going today because I got to get off roughly around noon today.
Let's do this.
I mean, I do want to come back and talk about how I'll never play Grounded with you, but
That's
maybe
fine.
we could hit that up after.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so we got a next block coming up. This first one is the newest one by Panoramic Duo called Shades. We'll see you on the other side.
Summer sun on your lips, the way you dance, the way you move your hips, feeling the sand, reach for your hand, gentle skin, won't you let me in? One look from you, that's all it takes to make my heart feel this way. I'm watching your moves, I see your past, trying to move forward, but you keep looking back. I wanna get to know you, but I can't see past your shades. Something's there and I know you feel the same. You tell me to get close to you, but then you push me away. I wanna get to know you, but I can't see past your shades. Catch your fragrance through the breeze. Your ocean waves brings me to my knees. I feel the tension like the summer heat. Tell me who you are, tell me what you think. One look from you, that's all it takes to make my heart feel this way. I'm watching your moves, I've seen your past, trying to move forward, but you keep looking back. I wanna get to know you, but I can't see past your shades. Something's there and I know you feel the same. You tell me to get
And we're back. I think I'm becoming a little too obvious with my block choices. People right away were being like, summer vibes. Right. But man.
Yeah, now you got to switch it up.
Yeah, I got to switch it up. It's all just straight death metal from now on.
That's right.
Dimmu Borgir or whatever. Just throw it out there and just be like, what? Same
Some
thing.
Black Dahlia murder.
Right.
Why not?
Right. Man, I'm doing some swaying again. I got to be careful with that. I'm like looking back and forth. But yeah, that.
It's because we're getting old and we have kids, man. So the sway is just normal.
Yeah. The constant rocking back and forth.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. You're talking to yourself though during that whole time.
Yeah.
Man, that sleepless nights and I always I don't want to say too much about Perfect Female Type because whenever I play one of his things, I'm like, oh, that was so awesome, like every time. But that combo of those two of my favorite people. I when that song first came out, I was like, okay, this is what we're talking about here. The vibe on that is so perfect. I absolutely love it.
Yeah,
but
it's a great track. Honestly, I'm still I'm trying to figure out in the future if I want to do something with Perfect Female Type, and I'm currently working on something with Sleepless Nights. So we'll see how
I'm looking forward to that. He's a real nice guy too. I've talked to I always talk about on the show the combo of excellent producer and really good person. He fits that category.
Not me though.
No, you fit one of those categories, but people are gonna have to guess which one.
That's right.
You can't be both.
Pick one.
You're right.
You cannot be both.
You cannot be both. Oh, that's right. Sam said like and subscribe. I appreciate that. Yeah, the bellification button isn't going to press itself. So definitely, if you wouldn't mind, I'd appreciate the thumbs up, or we would, I guess. But yeah, sorry, I think that your album, from what I've heard, that, by the way, I don't know if we're keeping this a secret, but we will hear another preview of your new thing coming up near the end of the show.
Yeah, it's not a secret. It's totally fine.
But I think your new album is going to have that similar feel, too, of that kind of summer energy. Those songs, for me anyways, give me that kind of vibe.
Yeah, but I'm going to release it in the fall, because I'm waiting for these like collabs and everything. I was going to release it.
That's so vaporwave and ironic, right?
I know, right? It was supposed to. I had originally planned to release it this week on my birthday, but I decided against it because I have so many other things going on. I just figured it'd be easier to do it when the kids are in school and I have more time to put into like promo and everything like that.
Yeah, it's hard to do promo even when you have time because promo is such a daunting task, and there's some people in this community that have it down really well. Like Maya is one of them. Their promo game is very good. In the concert promotion, lots of other people.
A lot of people, man. I'm very jealous of a lot of people who can just knock it out.
Yeah, for sure. Pashang was just saying now he's sad. I don't know if that's about the synth metal block, but you may like the next block coming up. That's all I'll say. It's got maybe a certain energy you'll appreciate. But some people's promotional stuff is just out of control. And like it's a lot. The good news is that you're surrounded by people you can learn from, right? You can see how this goes and be like, okay, I get this. I can learn from this. What can I take from this? And that's very important, I think, to do when you have a new album coming out, is see what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited.
I thought you were just going to say yeah to that and just leave me hanging.
No. I'm just really excited. I'm really excited for this summer, the rest of this summer and fall, because I have a lot of really cool things coming up. And then I don't know, albums are something that, how I feel. I'm a big album person. Yeah. So it's like I don't know, I'm trying to cross all my T's and dot my I's and make sure that I have everything the way I want it, so that when I go to roll it out, it's I don't know. So it's like I don't know. It's just gonna be a very productive fall.
Yeah, we'll probably be releasing our albums around the same time. I mean, that's what it's looking like for mine. I'm going to try to do that thing that I've never done before, where you release singles from the album and then drop the album.
That kind of thing. After Christmas.
Right. Well, that's what I have been doing. It's funny, that cover I did was released on December 27th. I didn't realize that. So that is the memory design joke, I guess. You release it on the worst day of the year and hope for the best. And if you succeed, that means you have some level of success. Right.
Right on, yeah. December 27th is actually my wife and I's anniversary.
Oh, really?
of like when we first started like dating and stuff.
You do that too? We have a dating anniversary as well. It's
yeah,
very
you
cute,
do 2
right?
anniversaries.
Yeah, so
I think the 2 anniversaries is better than 1.
Right. It's very cute. Do you guys go back to like the same restaurant or wherever you went?
We don't
the first
do
time?
anything. No,
you don't do anything.
We're parents. Yeah,
Right.
we're parents.
You just like look at each other and like
Right, we just look at
roll
each other
your
and we go,
eyes.
"Hey, night tonight," and then
Right.
going to bed and falling asleep and not doing anything. Yeah.
Right. Tonight, wink, and that means you sleep on the couch, I'll sleep in the bed, so
Right.
we both get a good night's sleep.
Right. There we go.
My
I'll watch
ba-
what I want to watch. You
Right.
watch what you want to
Right.
watch.
My back's a little tweaked from sitting, so I need the bed tonight, right?
Holy crap, man. That's so funny.
Oh yeah, Maya was like, she's still waiting to hear this track. I've been talking with Maya about this track I'm going to send her for, I feel like multiple variations of the Heartbeat Hero show in the back chat after. And I've been like, yeah.
Maya, tell me more about how you're waiting on a track.
I'll
Tell
get
me,
right
Maya.
on this, and I will. I promise. I absolutely promise, because I really want her on this for sure. And I there's a part that I'm going to record for her to sing.
I'll tell you right now,
the
if
version
Maya
of,
does
and
a
that's the
second
delay.
track with you, though, hold on. I'm just going to tell you right now, if Maya does a second track with you before she does
Yeah.
a track with me, I'm gonna cry. I'm
Well,
going to tell you right now.
This is actually our 15th track. I just haven't released all of them. But
New.
yeah, we have this game
Well,
going.
here comes the crying.
Right, we have this game going where we mention your name and then we all laugh and high five each other. And then we start throwing, rolled up paper to each other and stuff. Oh no, notifications are coming in. I forgot to turn something off. Gosh darn it. Okay. So my joke is dead now, but the point is, no, we still have that one track that we've done over you, I guess.
It does the what do you call it, the blue screen of death noise, like dung. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
God, yeah. No, I don't know what it is about my Windows 10, but I have notifications turned off for the show, and it's just like, nope, just doesn't do anything. And and it's like I'm living my life, and then 10 minutes before the show, every show, I'm like, oh God, I better figure this out, and then I'm like, oh, I never did the playlist, or something like that. And so
Dude, I'm
it always
telling you,
gets
man,
delayed.
it's last minute for me. I woke up this morning in immediate panic. I thought it was I overslept
Oh yeah.
because I didn't wake up to an alarm, and I was like, oh no.
I have
Like, did
I have a
miss-
backup plan too. If you ever oversleep or you miss the show, I'm just gonna
You're just
do
gonna
a
blow up
first
my
come-
phone?
No, first come, first serve in the chat to hop on as the co-host.
There you go.
Whoever can hop on, you're in.
It's like you're doing it.
So
Just like some random person that doesn't even ever join the show ever.
right. It's for someone's first time in the chat, and they're just in there. So, what do you do?
And they're like, so what do we do?
Right, they don't speak English. They've never heard of Synthwave. It's like,
Yeah, right.
awesome. Perfect.
This is great.
Right. All right.
So funny. So do you like make music or anything? Or
What's music? You're
Right.
like, oh, cool. So, anyways,
Cool.
what are you into? Basket weaving. Awesome.
great. Let's talk about basket weaving.
That's the whole show after that.
Yeah.
All right.
Macrame.
I'm going to move on to the next block here, unless you got something else we want to blow up.
Oh, I'm good. Let's
right.
jam some tune.
Big thanks to everyone again for coming in the chat today. Appreciate everyone who's here. You make the show worth doing. This next one up is a Jesse Mock song from his Dice of Doom album that RetroSynth is selling on vinyl, by the way. And I have my copy. I'm very excited to get that. It's an exceptional album. So if you like this and you're into Jesse Mock, definitely pick up that album. I'll be dropping a link in a second. So yeah, we'll talk to you after the block. Talk soon. And we're back. That that last Outrunner song, it is a little bit more, in my ear anyways, intense than his typical stuff, but in the best way. So good. I love his guitar tone. There, Pachang was talking about drums
I get
and
lost
everything.
in all this stuff, dude.
His stuff is always so good. So yeah. He was cool to talk to on the show too. He was one of our earlier guests.
Yes, he was
in the show. So that was very fun. So
yeah, that was after the Outrunner.
the
fundraiser.
The fundraiser thing, right? So when we were talking in the back chat about something, and I switched some stuff around to have that occur next. By the way,
Whoop.
so and
well, we appreciate it.
yeah. So there is the next block we're going to do is gonna have a little surprise in it, is all I'll say for now. But depending I'm used to the show being the interview show more so, right? So like you and I sometimes get on a rant, other times we're pretty short with talking, that kind of stuff. So I never know if we're going to run out of time or we have more time. So we'll see what happens.
It really depends on right. It depends on like the hype level of the day, I guess.
Right.
Know?
Yeah. And also it's like, I think in the middle of summer too, when I anyways am producing a little bit less, and it's more just like busyness happening around the house. There's not as much to like go on about, where you're just like cracking jokes constantly about stuff. Although I guess we always are kind of doing that, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we're always making fun of like each other or something. One thing or another. We're always doing some kind of.
It feels
kind of shenanigans.
It feels like we're like been banned by our parents from being friends, and we're trying to secretly work it out, because I'll be I'll be busy doing stuff, and then I'll be getting in the car and I'll be like, I can give him a call right now, and I'll like, give him a call.
I'll be like, what are you doing? I'm like doing like cleaning something.
Right. I'm mowing the lawn and painting the house. I have two arms. Right. I'll be, can you chat?
I always feel like during the summer I'm like spinning plates and tap dancing at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And it does feel like that. And we are, I think, as parents, but also it's the time to do stuff, especially outside. Like winter is like, you can only like clean your house so many times and figure stuff out. But like in summertime, there's so much stuff going on all the time, and events in the city and you live in or whatever. At least here there are carnivals and all sorts of weird stuff like that. There's
a lot of like, there's they do the Italian festival here every
perfect.
year.
Yeah,
you go there and it's just like, you get like sausage and peppers and on like like some Italian bread and everything like that. And,
they
shopping around.
A lot of like beer fests here. Like random excuse to
have
movies. Beer tent, in this area. So it's like, I don't know, what's it going to be? Pretzel fest with beer tent or something like that, which I'm fine with. I think those are great, but they pop up all over the place in the Midwest. What was that?
I said it's called an excuse to get drunk, apparently. I think that's what I usually call those things.
Right, but it starts at 8 a.m. And I don't know if you've ever been in that zone, but that is not a fun day, at least not for me.
Not at all. No, never a fun day. Not for me. I'm not one of those people that like, I want to be in a huge crowd of people for hours on end.
Right. It's like, let's get with a bunch of people, start drinking really early. Oh, and it's also 90 and humid.
And then and then hope it all turns out well.
Right. And then at the end, they're like, don't worry, we have like really greasy food to help you out with this. Now, it's awesome during the time. Don't get me wrong. I'm not an insane person. I'm just saying, for like, if you didn't have kids, that would be the best time of your life. If when you have kids, then you're like, God,
when you have
I have
kids,
to do laundry still.
Yeah, right. I have things to do. Where are the kids?
Right. Where are the kids? Right. Right, you look there at the top of the bell tower somehow.
They're hanging out with that old man over there.
Right,
right.
Right, yeah. They're always with somebody that they shouldn't be talking to or something at these events. Like there's the one guy that always shows up with no shirt on publicly, and you're just like, okay.
Yeah. Or he's got the button-up shirt that's completely unbuttoned with no undershirt.
Right, and it's like, you chose this.
The big belly.
Right, you chose
the big
this.
belly with the chest hair and the Italian horn hanging out in there.
Right,
nestled
way too tan. In that, like dangerously tan.
Yes, yes, right, yeah, like cooked tan.
Right, so hair brown, chest hair blonde from like sun exposure.
Right, exactly.
Well, on that note, we're moving on.
It's like, where's my hose? I got to get home and spray down my driveway.
Right. Got to spray down the driveway. Got to get the shorts on. The robe, your standard morning event.
You know, something like that actually weird did happen. Like now we were talking about that. One time we were at the park with my kids, and my daughter's like sitting on the swing set, and then like, near the park is like, it's in the middle of like a subdivision, and like there's like a fence where people, you know, there's like a, you know, the sidewalk, you know, and the fence right there. So anyway, so this like old guy is like walking by and decides to start talking to my 9-year-old daughter.
Oh,
and, like,
that's no good.
I like walked up and I go, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, we were just talking. I'm like, not to her, you're not. I'm like, get out of here, guy. What are you doing?
Yeah, you know, I don't know if everyone knows what you look like height and wise, but like you're a great person to approach somebody talking to a kid and be like, get out of here.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so. Well, I mean, if you don't know, I'm 6'2" and roughly around 300 pounds, and I'm not like fat
of muscle.
I'm just like, it's not all muscle. Absolutely
all
not.
muscle.
Don't listen to. It is absolutely not all muscle, unless you count the combo of fat muscle as muscle.
You do like an X-ray, and your bone takes up like 85% of your arm. Right?
I do actually have large. That is actually a fact. I do have
tree
large
trunk bones.
Yes, that is a fact, and a bad back.
And a bad back. That is the best combo. That is the most dad combo I've ever heard.
Oh yeah. Wake up and you're just like, huh? Okay.
Right. Yeah. When you get waking up is the event that causes pain. Sitting, moving is also a big no to do. You just need, you know, at this age, you need to be transported everywhere by like, you know, like several people. Like you wake up, they put you into like an adjustable bed. The day. And the bed.
That's why I had 3 kids, Dave.
Right.
So they can.
The bed sits you up slowly, but it takes like 25 minutes to get to a full straight up thing.
Right.
I figured slow adjustment.
Kids, it increases the odds of one of them taking care of me when I get old.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Well, that is a good gamble. Oh, Gemini's talking about he's roughly your height too.
Hey, there we go. See,
all right, cage match.
That's no, absolutely not. That's big. That's big hug energy right there.
Oh, by saying don't be lazy. I'm not lazy. It's just a matter of, you know, doing what's best for me, you see.
That's right. Yeah, you gotta do you.
You gotta do you.
You're the most important person.
Speaking of do you, that's a good transition. Do you want to talk about the another surprise track we have coming up next?
So, yeah. So I figured why not throw another song out from the album coming up in the fall here, and I always mess up my own name of this track because I named it all funky, but it is basically called I Am Here, Am I Here? And it's a, I don't know, it sits firmly between like vapor synth and chill synth, I think, this track. And then after that, we have a track unreleased and unmastered, I think, by Ogster, and it's a killer track. So, and we're basically debuting it.
Nice.
For everybody to, give feedback on. So don't forget to let Ogster know if you like it or not.
Yes, we're announcing Ogster's the unofficial guest on this show for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, right. You know what's funny about this is like he gave me the perfect opportunity to not talk about myself. So,
yeah, you love that.
Yeah, anytime I can like shift the focus,
right?
I'm just like, hey, look at that! Look what Dave's doing.
Right. Look at that guy dancing.
Everyone will be like, man, I really like that track. I'm like, thanks, man, I appreciate it. Did you listen to Dave's stuff?
Right, exactly. So yeah, we got a few. We're gonna end a couple more after that. So time doesn't get away from us. Let's move on. So this is your I am here, am I here? That separated text is going to make this impossible for me to read correctly every time.
I know. That's one reason why I did it that way.
So, all right. So here we had another sneak peek into the Windows album that is coming up, and then followed by 4 other or three more songs actually after this. So here we go. That was exceptional. Thank you for sending me that track. I guess to Oxter and to you, Woren, as well. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem,
That
man.
was
Like
really
I
good.
honestly, yeah, I honestly love that track. I've been listening to him basically build that track
Yeah.
for I don't even know how long now, like maybe like a month or two, and like every time I hear it, I it's like the first time I heard it again. It's
excellent.
I don't know, it's just so good. Yeah, it's very excellent.
I like the heavy ducking, but it's not. It's like right in the perfect pocket, right? It's not too much, but it's not too little. It's got the
telling you,
groove
man,
is
he's
nice.
got
That
that-
instrument is so
He's
very.
got that spark.
Yeah.
It's one of those people. Like he's one of those people that like I don't know. Oxter, I'm not trying to be overly nice, just to be nice. I don't do this. I don't usually like go above and beyond, but like I really do value my friendship with Oxter, and I really do value the fact that he is such a talented musician and has these wonderful ears that makes these beautiful noises that tickle my brain.
I appreciate too whenever anybody is willing to give us a secret preview, to show everybody in the audience and everything, and for me to hear as well. Yeah, I appreciate that trust, putting in us and being willing to help us share that kind of stuff. So thank you for that, Oxer. Appreciate you. So we had to move around some stuff, so we're going to keep this chat thing a little short because we have some more stuff we need to get to before we're done. We didn't talk about your song at all, though. All this stuff that I've heard more than once, a few times. So,
Sure.
But it seemed to be
You're usually the first ears on everything I make. So.
I'm that friend, right? Where there's been times I've woken up and there's been like 6 tracks where it's like, no, not that one. No, hold on a second. No, and you just leave them all posted in, right?
Yep. Yeah. Like you could just see like the whole the transformation of me toiling all night long on something.
Right. You're like, this sounds good. I forgot to turn the snare on. Never mind. Hold on a second.
Oh my gosh, dude. Talk about something funny was, all right, so when I first released Coalescence, I before it hit all the stores and everything, I was listening through again, and one of my tracks was, the name is, I think the song was Glow.
Yeah, it was.
And I had left the EQ on so that it was like it was soloed on one frequency.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to fix something, and I think I accidentally double clicked the thing which solos the frequency that it's on.
Right.
So I had released the track initially with this one frequency.
I
Just
remember
on
this
this
panic. I remember this panic occurring.
Yes, I was like, oh no. Like I hit up everybody. I'm like, don't release it yet.
Right. Don't
Fix
listen to
it.
this version. It didn't sound that bad, honestly. Like when I heard it, it sounded a little different, but it did not sound awful. It's not like you had this air
I just
horn
wanna say-
blowing through the whole thing or something.
Right. I also want to say thank you, everybody, for the love. I'm not particularly great with compliments, but I really do appreciate everybody liking that track. I put a lot of time into this album, and I'm hoping that this fall it does pretty well, because I really did put a lot of heart and thought into this album.
I think it'll do really good. That's my honest opinion. Not just being
Thank you,
nice. I really do think
No,
it's
I
going to
really
land
appreciate
well.
that, honestly.
So let's move on to the next. We got 2 tracks coming up. Both of these are available for pre-order on vinyl right now through RetroSynth Records. So if you like the sound, definitely check these out. Lot of RetroSynth is doing a lot of vinyl right now. So if you're a collector like me, this is the time for you. So moving on, and we'll be back after these 2 songs. This first one up is by from Daniel Quasar's upcoming album, and this is Be Alone Tonight.
Would you still say you love the way I do the things I do day to day?
hang out tonight. And if only I could, you know I would. But I can't seem to be alone tonight.
And we're back. That was two songs. We're a little off the rails today, as Dan would say, in terms of our organization. But and I know, Warren, you love this when stuff doesn't go exactly to plan.
Yes,
but I don't mind it either, because I love sharing music with people. I love especially great music. And if we can rearrange some stuff and get some stuff in for people, even if it cuts us off a little bit, I'm okay with that. And I know you are as well. Yeah,
I'm totally fine with it. I actually prefer that we do everything off the cuff you know that, but
Yeah.
you know.
Well, the problem is, I mean, we could do that if I was just playing stuff from Bandcamp or something like that. But I like to, you know, everything's done through MP3. So it's me opening windows that always appear on the visualizer, even though I've done everything in my power to prevent that. They always appear. So people always see like a tiny snippet of like the downloads folder or something like that, just full of like different people's songs and stuff, like plugins and stuff like that. The studio computer download folder, you got to see that open up accidentally and be like, oh, what's
like
that?
a random you randomly accidentally turn on your camera and you're like eating a bowl of cereal, like, huh.
Right. Only I'm eating it out of like a big pot for some reason, because that bowl wasn't clean with a wooden spoon.
You have a pot on your head.
Right. Well, you got.
And then you're sitting there, and then you like slowly look up, like, oh no, am I in camera?
Well, yeah, that was my Faraday cage for the alien transmissions. So I do that during the show every time.
Yes, right. You got to make sure that it doesn't get out there.
Right. I know we're communicating during the show. They love they love to hear Windows stuff. So I
would
put that
love.
on.
I have no idea how much I would love if this was like an actual true thing that you dealt with. Like,
oh, really? Like that was really my thing. That'd be hilarious.
It would make my day. I don't know why. It would literally make my day if you were just like all of a sudden you're like, listen, dude. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I wear a Faraday cage over my head because the aliens try to talk to me. I'd be like, wait, what?
Right, but I'm totally normal in every other way.
Every other aspect of your life, like you're like 100% normal except for this one little thing you do, and I'm just now finding out about it.
I come visit you and stay over at your house, and you're like, "What's that? Did you bring a snare drum? What's that big case you've got there?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about that.
What is this for?"
And like you see me in the middle of the night, and it's just got this huge like
it's
cover
part of your
over my
ritual.
head. You
got like a little, you have like a little maraca and like a little drum that you do like a little ritual before you go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, you have to appease before you put on the protection, so that's the way.
Of course.
I don't know where this is going. Talk about off the
I don't
rails,
even
right?
know. I'm just glad that we just keep pushing it further and making it even more crazy.
Right, exactly.
You're like in like heart boxers, just sitting on the couch.
Heart boxers, medallion, Faraday cage.
Right.
That's it. That's the imagery for everyone.
Extremely large, like Flavor Flav largeness of like medallion across your chest.
Right, a big medallion with just the Canadian flag on it. That's how I roll. That's how I roll every day.
For some reason, the Queen is on the other side.
Oh, what do you mean? For some reason, always, 100% of the time. It's on me right now. Trust me. So
I'm on it. It's like you just hear it tinking against the mic. Like,
right, exactly.
Anyways, let's get back to music before we push this off the rails super far.
Right. We might have a little bit of extra time. I took some stuff off the list when we were moving stuff around, so I might throw some more stuff on. But yeah, we got 2 songs, and then we'll come back again, and we'll see how much time we got left. So yeah, all right. I will. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Let's do it.
'cause I prefer to hide under a glory, under a stormy. Another good woman down, under a thunder, after rain. Another good woman down, 'cause I'm fine. It's just my heart's on the run, but I'm fine. I'll take it in my stride when my heart's on the line. My heart's on the run. Laying with your head on my chest, staring up at the ceiling. Not a thing on this planet I choose to replace that feeling. Still a taste in my mouth from your tears, living out the worst of my fears without you. Oh, the night that you told me goodbye was something out of a movie. When you wrote and said I wasn't your man, it got straight through me. A grainy flicker on the silver screen, back together in the final scene. Can't sit through it, not these days. I don't wanna be strangers again, strangers again. No, don't wanna be strangers again, strangers again.
If you saw my face in a crowded place, would you stare back at me? Or if the seas still ever cross your mind, would they make you happy? Don't even matter, 'cause it's sweet too late. Find me in the places I hate, hoping to see you, hoping to see you. 'Cause I don't wanna be strangers again, strangers again. No, I don't wanna be strangers again, again.
Can you still feel my heart beating?
'Cause it only beats for you. If there's one thing in my life I'm still needing, it's you. 'Cause I don't wanna be strangers again, strangers again. No, I don't wanna be.
You know I really miss you, baby.
You know we've been through too much just to let it go, to let it go. We know we have too much love just to let it go, to let it go, baby. You know we've been through too much just to let it go, to let it go.
Oof, and we're back. I'm glad. It's been a lot of good songs on this show, Woren. I I think we might be onto something here.
A lot of yeah.
I feel like this. There's a lot of good
I gotta
people
go
in
talk
this
to my
scene.
wife. I'll be right back.
Right. Well, I just got back, so usually about two. With us,
Yeah, I need a
left
moment.
Left about three quarters of the way through that song. That was just enough time, so all good.
Right. Yes.
I'm talking about prepping for dinner. What are you talking about?
That's exactly what I meant.
Right.
Got to get dinner prepped done.
Got to get dinner prepped up. So, going back to the dad married talk, right? That's the way we roll.
Jeez, man, is it hot in here? Or?
right. It was hot. Your kids turned off the air conditioning. You're like, oh, okay.
That makes sense.
This now makes perfect sense to me.
I thought it was the time. I thought it was the heart attack, but nope.
right. I thought it was a medical emergency, but the kids just turned off the heat. I mean, they turned off the AC, so we're all good. Oh my god. Let's see. So we got about 20 minutes left in the show. I'm looking at what we got left in the thing. I got about 8 minutes of music, so we do have time to throw a few things on here if we want to.
Well, apparently we need chiptune and darkwave, according to Maya. So
Chiptune. Oh god. What do I even have?
get on it right now.
I don't have any chiptune stuff downloaded. I mean, I do love a lot of those songs, but darkwave.
Right. Just look up an artist called Aero Johannes, okay?
I
And
refuse.
he did this incredible album, and I can't remember the name of it for the life of me right now.
Very useful addition to the conversation. There's a song. I have no idea what it's called or who made it.
Hold on, I'm on it.
No, man. So I was giving you a hard time, and you're already on it. That's the way it works. Pashang wants metal.
Google, go. But yeah, anyways, yeah, no, it's I think it's actually a self-titled. It's EERO Johannes, and I'm not spelling all that for you. If you'd like to look him up, you should. It's an incredible album.
What
A little plug right there for somebody that I have never met or probably ever will meet, but still.
What's a metal
Pretty
synth
good.
song that I would have downloaded, do you think?
Jeez, that's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, I know there's a lot of bands out there that do that. I just don't have the MP3s of them. That's the problem.
Yeah,
So-
but I also don't know what you have downloaded.
Right.
So you're asking me to read your mind right now. So hold on here. My magic's not working.
I think that what we should do is just have some dead air where we both just search through the computer
Yeah, you just hear clickety clacks of the keyboards.
and don't say anything. Well, like I said, we do have
Right,
two
just don't-
songs already.
Just
already-
cough. Like there's silence, and all of a sudden it's like.
Right. Oh, I got something we can put on actually. There's Metal Memory There's Metal Memory Design remix out there. Thanks,
Yeah.
Sam. I appreciate that. But I played that on a recent thing, so
Yeah, play one of your tracks, dude.
no, I'm not gonna play one of my tracks.
Let's do it.
No,
I
got
want a
it.
memory design song.
Yeah,
Everybody tell them.
Pashang Wants Dance with the Dead. I don't have anything downloaded from them on this computer. On my studio computer, on my other computer, I do. But I do have a track maybe to finish out the show that will work. So I got it.
We're all like David, and
Right.
you're like, I don't want to do a cartwheel. I haven't done a cartwheel in forever.
I don't want to. God.
Like, what if I break something?
Right, and then someone's dad shows up. They're like, "I'm filming it. Hold on, don't start yet." I'm like,
Hold on.
"God."
Yeah, don't like hold on. It's the button. It's not working
Right,
yet.
right,
Hold
and
on,
it never
hold on.
works correctly. Right, and
Yeah,
that's the
It's
problem.
like he's videoing himself. He's got it like flipped around.
Right, and everyone's waiting. Yeah, see, we all had this shared childhood experience, I think, at some point. That's what my dad was like, anyways.
Don't do it yet. Wait.
Oh, so Craig wants Freebird. All right, I will put that on in the extended cut of that song, and that will bring us to the end of the show. One song. So
My one of my friends' dads growing up when we were playing basketball would show up and he'd be like, come on. You'd toss him the ball, and every time he would miss, like terribly. Like just it was so overly shot. I don't know if he did it on purpose as a joke every time, but like every time that he would come home and we would be playing basketball, he'd be like, come on, my turn. Like you toss to him, and he'd just airball like crazy.
he just airball it.
Every time, dude. Literally every time.
That is really funny. And yeah, no, I had dads like that too. Like, sup, children? Watch out, an adult is here, and just totally just like destroy
Yeah,
it.
an adult does.
All right, so I think I got it set up now. Maya put a request in that I will do. I got the new Von Kaiser up, and then I've got a metal synth song to round out the show. So that, I mean, this is it. I guess we got 15 minutes left in the show. Unless there's anything else you want to say.
This is the end.
This one by super fast. I know we say that every time,
really
but this one especially felt very fast. And I think it's because the chat was so hopping and everything.
I love that you used the word hopping, by the way.
Why? Because I'm so cool. Because I'm very cool.
Yeah, it's because you're so hip. I wish I was hip.
And I told you, I can teach you. I can teach you how to be like me. You just have to.
I should just pay more attention.
Just pay more attention to the way that I just naturally exist, and that's the only way that you can really learn. I guess. Right? It's just you can tell by it. You can tell if you listen to enough of this show. You're like, man, that guy. What does he have?
Just I bet he has the oiliest skin I've ever seen.
right, the oiliest skin. That's right. How'd you do? You can tell through the stream.
Oh
I guess.
man, you just exude it. You know what I mean? You got this you have this slipperiness. You know what I mean about you.
This is the last thing they're gonna hear before the show ends. Then they'll be like, I don't remember anything about him except something about slipperiness or something like that. It's very confusing.
About him, all right, listen. I love you, dude. I love doing the show with you.
Man, I love
everybody here.
You.
Thank you all for supporting us and being here and chatting with us and making our Tuesday better and brighter. And just be nice to each other and be lovely.
Yes, and I don't know. Do we have anyone for next week, or is it up in the air at this moment?
I forget what is the date next week.
Let me check, and I'm sure it won't screw up my whole visual.
No, we do not.
29th. No. Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
No. The first week of August, I believe, we are going to have Arcade Beach.
Okay. Yeah, but you didn't hear that. It's a surprise. I don't know how to keep it a surprise. Yeah, definitely don't keep it. Definitely don't advertise that. What would that do? Bring more people, right?
Yeah, I think also sometime in August we're going to have Night Flyer, but I don't quote me on that. I think that's still up in the air.
Nice. I appreciate that. And we got to get Daniel on as well. So we'll have to figure out a date for that.
And Nick. And Gemini.
Right. That's right. Let's see. Okay.
Let's do this, man.
So thank you, everyone. And we will see everybody next week. We got 3 tracks and then the show is done. I hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Later.
Bye.